Welcome children, welcome in our science class. What we were discussing? We were discussing lesson 4, animals living and surviving. Okay, according to the adaptation to environment, we already discussed that different types of animals are there, such as terrestrial animals, aquatic animals, amphibians, arboreal animals and aerial animals. In previous video, we have discussed about terrestrial animals and aquatic animals. Right now, we have already discussed terrestrial and aquatic animals. Now, in this video, we will discuss about amphibians, aerial animals and arboreal animals. So, what are amphibians? According to the environment to adaptation to environment, animals are classified in these five topics. Now we will discuss about amphibians. What are amphibians? Animals that can live on land as well as in water. They are known as amphibians. So think who live in both, in water and in land. Who are the animals? Yes, frog, toad and salamander. These are the newts. Yes, these are the animals, those who live in water as well as on land. So when they live on land, how can they breathe? They have well developed lungs to breathe. So when these animals live on land, they breathe through their lungs. Then when they live in water, how they breathe? They breathe through, in water, moist skin. Okay? They have moist skin to breathe. These animals have you touched the frog? No, na? Because its skin is very moist and they breathe through this skin when they live in water. Clear? Now next one is aerial animals. As the name suggests, aerial animals are the animals those who live in or fly in air. Who fly in air? Birds and few insects. These fly in air. So they are known as aerial animals. How can they fly? What are the special features? Yes, they have special features because they have light bodies, so they cut the air and they can fly. Okay, so aerial animals are animals, those who can fly. They have special features, their body is very light, they have wings, so they can fly, cut the air and they can fly. Okay, and a bat can fly, but it is mammal. I told you in previous lesson that bat is a mammal, we are also mammal, but we can't fly. So bat can fly and it is mammal. And they have the special features to fly. Now, next one is arboreal animals. So, what are arboreal animals? Arboreal animals are the animals, those who can spend most of the time on trees. Animals, those who spend most of the time on trees are known as arboreal animals. All the activities, sometimes they sleep on the trees. Who are they? They are tree lizards, they are monkeys. Okay, so these animals are arboreal animals. They can spend most of the time on trees. They have claws that they can adjust themselves on the trees. Clear? So these are the special features. One more special feature, they have broad hips girdles to support their body while climbing. You see in your book, figure 4.9 diagrams are there. Monkey and arboreal animals spend most of the time on trees. Okay, and yes, they have one more special feature to help them to jump here and there. What they have? They have, all of you have seen monkey jump here to there. They have very long tail. Okay, so they have long tail. It helps them to swing from one branch to another branch and they can enjoy. Clear? So we discussed adaptations to environment, 5 different types of animals. In previous video, we discussed terrestrial animals, aquatic animals, some special features we have discussed like hibernation. Hibernation we discussed, na? Terrestrial animals, those who have legs to walk, those who have well-developed nervous system, well-developed sense organs, and lizard and frog, their special feature. They sleep for several months to protect themselves from cold. Then polar bear have and Arctic foxes have fur on their bodies. And snake do not have legs, but snake moves with the help of scales and plates. Aquatic animals we have discussed, those who live in water. What they have a special feature? They have fins too. And what they have, the aquatic animals we discussed in the previous video. They have well-developed feet of the duck. I told you and showed you in the video also. Paddle-like limbs are there. Then amphibians, those who lived in both water and on land. They have well-developed lungs to breathe in on land, and they have gills to breathe in there. Okay. Then aerial animals, those who fly in air. Okay, already discussed their special features, what they have. Then arboreal animals, those who live on land, and arboreal animals, those who live on tree most of the time. Okay, these things are clear. So rest of the things I will take in next video. Okay, stay happy, stay safe, and keep on learning, keep on watching videos. Okay, bye.
Adaptations in animals. In this module, we will learn about the natural habitat of animals and their adaptations to their surroundings. Before moving forward, let us first learn about habitat. The natural home of an animal is called as its habitat. Some of the examples of types of habitat are terrestrial, xeric, arboreal, amphibious, aquatic, and polar. Now let us learn about terrestrial and xeric adaptations. Before going any further, let us learn adaptations of animals in context of their habitat. The physical and behavioral features of animals developed in order to survive in their natural habitat are called adaptations. Animals like lion, snake, and elephant are terrestrial animals because they live on land. The snakes show adaptation to their environment through various ways. Their jaws are not closely fused so that they can hold the prey bigger than their own size. The scales on their body assist them in locomotion. Now let us take the example of camel to understand the habitat like xeric. The animals that live in very dry areas belong to the xeric habitat. In order to protect from sandstorm, camel has long eyelashes. So this is one type of adaptation that camels have for their habitat. Now let us learn about different habitats like aquatic and amphibious. Aquatic habitat consists of water-living animals such as whale, duck, etc. Let us take the example of whale to understand about its adaptations to its habitat. For instance, whales have blowhole at top of their head which helps them in breathing. Also, whales have thick body that protects them from the heat of underneath water. Now there are some special types of animals called as amphibious animals like frogs and crocodiles that live both on land and in water. Let us understand how frog adapts to its habitat. It is very interesting to know that frog's long sticky tongue helps it to catch the prey easily. Similarly, its eyes are bulged out of the body in order to keep the eyes above the water level while in water. Let us now understand about arboreal and polar animals. Do you know which are the arboreal animals? Animals that spend most of the time on trees are called arboreal animals. Let us take the example of monkey. Let us understand the kind of adaptation monkey has for its habitat. While jumping, monkey's tail helps them in balancing their weight. Now let us understand about polar animals. Animals that live in very cold places where snow is covered throughout the year are called polar animals. Take the example of penguin and its adaptation to the polar environment. The skin color of the penguins absorbs maximum heat from the sunlight, thereby keeping them warm in harsh cold climate. The webbed feet of the penguins help them to swim. We have learned different kinds of habitat, adaptations of animals.